Today is your brother Olaraju Akande and the series Cancel with Olaraju Akande. This platform has been educative one weeks back, which we discussed something very private, and today we'll be diving deep into a subject matter, and that subject matter is, in quotes, why are people not actually fulfilling their purpose? Let me first tell you that most times speed in the wrong direction doesn't have an advantage. So there is, because one of the most important things that people don't take note of when they are actually advancing their purpose, that they don't take note of their own line of influence. And when people actually begin to deviate, do this today, do this tomorrow, even your environment, your society won't understand what you are doing. They will see you as a confused man. And I need to tell us this very fast, that one of the most important things that we discuss with us today is a continuity of what I said last week, which is the concept of the will of God. Now, can I first make a background understanding that anything called purpose is not a man-made arrival, it's not a man-made determination, it's not a man-made decision, it's what God has built you for. Because I found out today, people will say you just take what you love to do and start doing them. Yeah, that can be a passion. That can be what you're passionate for. Because can I tell us, most times one of the things that people remember about us is our impact. That's why I tell the secret of relevance is impact. Don't struggle to be relevant. Make impact and your relevance will be preserved. One of the first quota that our generation fails to understand, that one of the first arrival that you actually fulfill your purpose, is that how many lives your purpose touch. This is it. In the concept of the will of God, I told us last week that the will of God is not a person, it is a positioning. If you have not positioned yourself rightly for you to impact certain life, how do you expect people to carry on your legacy? Mind you, carrying on of legacy doesn't generally mean a 9-inch stuffs. Most times the impact of what we carry is not actually always felt. It will be felt in the family, but it's always felt outside the circumference of the family. And that is why I would tell people, until you master and begin to work inconsistent in your line of purpose, that is when you can see people try to join you in that line of purpose. Let me tell you, a vision that is not well drawn out and people have not when see what you are actually doing, nobody can come to be part of it. And if they actually come, you are gathering a set of confused people. So that is why our generation, whereas everybody is struggling, they want to be relevant, they just want to be relevant. Everybody is doing things so that they can see them. No. If you are actually in your line of purpose, your impact upon lives and destiny is what keeps your relevance. You don't struggle for platform, you don't struggle for this. The blueprint of your impact over their life is what keep a track record in their mind. And that is why people fail to understand that until you fit into that position whereby your impact can be felt by people, you cannot be relevant. If your impact cannot, without struggling, without trying to shout "Amir," if your impact cannot be felt by people, your relevance cannot be preserved. Because the true meaning of relevance is what they will say when you are not there. It's not the applause they will clap when you are there. What do people say when you are not there? We will say, this man has impacted my life in a tremendous way. Or people will say, we are just saying that so that you can feel good. Because I found out that in the subject of impact, one of the most important things people must understand is that impact is not what we try to enforce on people. Impact is what we put on people basically because of our line of influence. And most times when people talk about relevancy, they say, if you are considered at doing anything. No. Don't be deceived by what this word said. If you are considered at doing the wrong thing, when you leave, people will say you did the wrong thing. But if you are considered as doing what you are ordained for, you are considered doing the right thing, your impact will be felt. And a generation after you will keep talking about your legacy. The legacy you left behind is what preserves your relevance. You are in an organization, and when you want to leave, you leave by fighting everybody. You now said God has advanced you. Well, I will try to give a balance this thing. The fact you live by quarrel doesn't mean God doesn't advance you, and the fact you live by peace doesn't mean God advance you. So one of the most important credentials you need to understand in the subject of fulfilling purpose is that the extent of your purpose is impact. The extent of your purpose, anything you kind as your line of influence, is it impacting life? If it's not impacting any life, that's not your line of influence. I need to tell you that impact cannot be forced. If you're actually in your line of influence, you will impact people. I don't know the God's general that went to a city to preach, and only one person was saved, and that person is William Brown. And look at the thousands of people that are saved to William Brown. I need to tell you that even if it is one person feeling your impact, keep striking, keep striking. At the point that person rise, the blueprint of what you have done will be evident on that person. So purpose is not just what you look around to choose. It's not just what you say, I'm passionate for this thing. That thing that you can do, and the blueprint of that will be on people, is what you are destined for. This is another wisdom with counsel with Olaniwaju Akande. Yeah. And hope to see you next on our next podcast. Thank you.